cancer does? It attacks the body. It attacks the immune system. In the year 2011, we can go to the moon. We can orbit the Earth. We can pick up a little device this big, right here. Let me tell you your texture back in just a minute. Just kidding. We can take a device this big, and we can talk to somebody in China. You can't talk to somebody in Fountain Valley because there's no signal. You need to talk to somebody in China. Right? But we can't cure cancer. You see it? That's how hideous it is. That's how serious. We'll take that. The offering's coming around in just a minute. Ambition, dissensions, factions, and envy. And envy. Envy. Drunkenness, orgies, and the like. I warn you, as I did before, that those, now listen to this, it doesn't say the people that engage in these things and do these things, it doesn't say, man, you're in trouble. It doesn't say, man, you need to repent. It doesn't say, boy, when you do that, it creates all kinds of conflict. It doesn't say that. Watch what it says. I warn you, as I did before, that those who live like, it doesn't say those who do these things. What does it say? Those who what? Live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God. That's how serious it is. And he's not saying that if you do those things, you're kicked out. What he's saying is if you live like that, you're here. You don't know him. Because if you knew him, if you really knew him, you'd feel in your spirit, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have treated that person that way. When that person wronged me, I shouldn't have responded the way I did. I shouldn't have defended myself. I should let God defend me. See what I'm saying? It's a different response in the spirit than it is in the flesh. In the flesh, somebody says something about us, we're going to set that record straight. We're going to defend ourselves. If somebody wrongs us, we're going to wrong them back. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. If somebody punches me, what are you going to do? You're going to punch them back. And that's just not the way of Christ. It just isn't. He said if somebody slaps you, what? Give the other cheek. There's a verse, there's a passage I read to you before, a couple weeks ago. It says, you know what? If somebody wants to take you to court over something, he says, don't go. He says, give them what they asked for. And it's like, wait a minute. I just worked through a situation about 2 months ago with two brothers that were at odds. And then one decided to sue the other one. You know, and I was like, no, why are you doing this? Well, he wants to take $1,000 from me. I don't owe him that. He says, yes, you do. You owe me that money. He says, I don't owe you that money. He says, I do. So he took him to court for $1,000. And everybody knew these two Christians over a worship conference. So they walk into court. Yeah, we're going to this worship conference because we want to serve the Lord and we want to lead people to Christ. And we're really mad at each other. He feels I owe him more money for what he did than I do, and we disagree. And everybody's sitting in the courtrooms watching these two brothers go at it. The Bible says this. We read this a couple weeks ago. It said, wouldn't it be better to be wrong than to lose $1,000? Wouldn't it be better? In eternity's mind? In all that? In that economy? See what I'm saying? That's what he says. Now, that's how serious it is. Now, I said all that to kind of build up to where I want to go. I want you to think for a second in your mind. In fact, turn to Hebrews now. It's a few chapters over to your right, a few books over. You go to chapter 11 and hold your finger there for a minute. Now, here's what I want you to see. This was God's idea, okay? There's accepting him, there's living in him, and all of that. And then there's this area where it's like, oh, you just don't want to live here. It's called carnal Christianity. You can't really tell you from the rest of the world. I can't tell by the way you dress. I can't tell by the words you use. I can't tell by the things you consume. I can't tell by the way you treat people. I can't see any difference between you and these people over here. The Bible says there's supposed to be a distinct difference in us. They're supposed to see. They will know we are Christians by our love. That's what it says. Okay, now, here's the next part to this. It's not just that we're to be sure that we're saved, that we're walking with God, that we're all. It's not just that. That's not even God's design either. God's design is that if you will come stand over here, and you young people listen to me, if you will stand here under His light, and you will get to know your God, and walk with Him, and talk with Him, and spend time with Him, and love Him, and worship Him. If you will do that, He has this plan for your life that's just absolutely amazing. Heroic. Heroic. Now I want you to think for a minute. When it comes to people that you know, and especially people in this church, who would you consider that you know, and maybe they're not in the church, but maybe they're here today, that you would consider a hero? A hero in the faith. A hero. And why? Now think about that for a minute, because I'm going to come back in a little bit, and I'm going to ask you if you want to say anybody's name and tell us why. Okay? But let me define some heroes for you. If you go to Hebrews chapter 11, here's what it says. Hebrews chapter 11 is called the Bible's Hall of Fame. It's the Hall of Fame of Scripture. Now let me just walk you through this, and don't get bored. If you just listen to this, you will hear your heritage as Christians. Are you ready for this? It says, but now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we don't see. This is what the ancients were commended for. By faith, we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. By faith, Abel offered God a better sacrifice than Cain. Let's skip on down to verse 5. By faith, Enoch was taken from this life, so he did not experience death. He cannot be found. Now go to verse 7. By faith, Noah, when warned about things not yet seen and holy fear, built an ark to save his family. By his faith, he condemned the world and became heir of righteousness that comes by faith. Next verse. By faith, Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and he went. Okay? Let's see here. Go to verse 11. By faith, Abraham, even though he was past age, and Sarah herself was barren, was enabled to become a father, because he considered faithful, and he made him the promise. Go to verse 13. All these people were still living by faith when they died. They did not receive the things promised. They only saw them and welcomed them from a distance. And they admitted that they were aliens and strangers on earth. Next, go to verse 17. By faith, Abraham, when God tested him, offered Isaac as a sacrifice. That was a huge act of faith. Go to verse 20. By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau in regard to their future. By faith, Jacob, when he was dying, blessed each of Joseph's sons and worshipped as he leaned on top of his staff. Verse 22. By faith, Joseph, when his end was near, spoke about the exodus of the Israelites. By faith, Moses, can be read all the way down through here. People, all these acts of faith. Go to verse 31. By faith, the prostitute Rahab, because she welcomed the spies, was not killed with those who were disobedient. And then watch this. Verse 32. And what more shall I say? Do I not have time to tell you about Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jephthah, David, Samuel, the prophets, who through faith conquered kingdoms, administered justice, and gained what was promised. They shut the mouths of lions. They quenched the fury of the flames. They escaped the edge of the sword, whose weakness was turned to strength. And you can keep on reading all down here. Now go to verse 36. Some faced jeers, flogging. That's being beaten. While still others were chained and put in prison. They were stoned, sawed in two. They were put to death by the sword. They went about in sheepskins and goatskins, destitute, persecuted, and mistreated. The world was not worthy of them. They wandered in deserts and mountains and in caves and in holes in the grounds. These were all commended for their faith. Now, let me just tell you who we were created to be. I believe that God has a mission for every person in this room. He has something He wants you to do. There's a reason you were created, a very specific purpose. And maybe it's several specific purposes. And maybe you have seasons where that purpose changes from season to season to season. But you weren't made to just exist, just to make a living, just to feed your family, just to do this. That's not the only thing you're created to do. You have got something that God has for you. I believe that with all my heart. Something heroic. Now, heroic doesn't always have to look like the knight that comes in and saves the damsel in distress. It doesn't have to always be that kind of heroic. Let me show you some of my heroes. Here's a guy, and this is the picture with Jack Hayford. Have you ever heard of Jack Hayford? Jack Hayford had a little bitty church in Van Nuys next to a great big church in Van Nuys, right next door. And he would pray, and he would walk that church, and he would pray and pray and pray and pray. And he spent so much time in the Bible. There may not be a man on the earth that knows the Bible more than this man right here. Loves God. Remember that song we used to sing? Majesty, worship His majesty. He wrote that. Remember the song, To God be the glory? He didn't write that one. Anyway, his name is Jack Hayford. Great man of God. Little bitty church. He used to drive by that great big church. And he said, I used to drive by that great big church and never resent them. They had a full staff. They had people to park the cars. They had all the nursery workers they ever wanted. And finally one day God said, you know what? Those are my men of God. He began to pray for them instead of be envious and jealous. Within 10 years, that big church became his big church. They sold it to him. Now it's part of a group of churches. It is the largest Hispanic congregation now in the nation. They're doing amazing things. Amazing things. Let me show another hero. This guy right here, this guy I had the privilege of coaching at Modern Day. His name is Matt Barkley. He's the quarterback at USC. He's not my hero, though, because he's the quarterback at USC. He's my hero because he shares his faith with everybody and anybody. He's my hero because when he's not in football, he's overseas in Africa on mission trips. And he's showing people what it means to live your life to the full. He loves football, but he loves his God more. If he had to choose, he chooses God. That's why he's one of my heroes. This guy right here, his name is Woody Ladnier. His name's Woody. Now, Woody's a guy that if you met him, he wouldn't look much like a hero to you. But he's a hero to me. See, we lived in Iowa for 2 years of our life. We went there, I was a professor at the university, and I did a college Bible study, and we helped in this church there. Woody is a guy that was called just to be and come to this little bitty town of 1,200 people and be a pastor. In a town where largely, almost all of them, were either no faith or it was kind of like this morbid kind of thing. And he went there, hardly anybody there in the church, and every single week, Woody gets up and he faithfully serves and he tries to reach people. He feeds people that need food. He helps people get clothing that need clothing. And now he's gone from just having one little bitty church, that little bitty town. He's got several little Bible studies that he started in these other towns that might be going to churches. Woody's a hero.